Good morning, kids. Good morning again me. Okay, how's your day today? I hope you are great. Okay, now, I miss you a lot. I want to see you again. Well, later on. I hope so. Hopefully, in 1 month or I don't know, but I want to see you again. Okay, I hope that you miss me also. Okay, okay. We're going to start the class. Of course, talking about the same as we have been talking during the week about criminals, about thieves, about ways to prevent. Remember last class that we were talking about different ways to prevent the crime and things like that. Okay, now I want you to think about these questions. Okay, do you know? Do you know any fictional criminal? Okay, think about it. Think about if you know or do you remember a fictional criminal. Okay, later on we are going to see about what did you think or what do you remember about that person. Okay, then another question. What type of crimes did they commit? Okay, what type of crimes did they commit? If you only remember one person, it's okay. Or if you remember more than one, you can think about what type of crime did they commit? What did they do? Okay. Next question. Think about it. Were they caught? Okay, the police caught them, or no, or nothing happens to them, because some thieves are very lucky. Some thieves are like they do a lot of things, they steal things, and they are walking on the streets like nothing. Okay, and the last question. What was their punishment? In case that these persons were caught, what was their punishment? What happened? Did they went to jail, or what happened with them? Okay, think about it. Okay, once you have been talking about these questions, you can write down your ideas or your answers in your English notebook. Okay, in order that we have all of this information in your notebook. Okay, excellent. I'm going to show you some pictures of different persons that committed crimes. Okay, the first picture, let me put it like this in order that you can see, is this. Okay, this is Dennis Kozlowski, and he was a senior manager and still his own company. Okay, later on we are going, this is the same person. Oh, I'm sorry, let me put it like this. This is the same person. Okay, Dennis Kozlowski. Okay, and here we have another picture of him. Okay, okay, and let's go with another person, another criminal. Okay, this is here. Okay, this is Ronald Biggs, and Ronald Biggs it was a train robbery of 1963. This is a picture when he was very young. Okay, here we have another picture when he was older, and this is him when he was very old. Well, kind of old. Okay, so he used to steal trains. Yeah. Okay, let's go with the next one. This is Albert Gonzalez. Albert Gonzalez was also called the hacker. Why? Because his name says, as his name says, he was a hacker. Like, for example, for credit cards and things like that. Yeah? This is, let me see, the hacker. Okay? Excellent. Okay, these persons that we are talking about, we are going to read more information. I only gave you the ideas about what did they do. Like I said, Dennis, what did he do? He still his company. Ronald Biggs, he was stealing a train, and the last one that was the hacker, Albert Gonzalez. as it says, he was hacking credit cards, okay? But I want you to go, please, to your student book and open it, okay? Here we are. Let me show you the student book, okay? Student book. And open it on page number 80, please, okay? Are you ready? Excellent. Go for your book. Or you have it. I know that you have your book, your pencil, your sharpener, everything in your place to work with. Okay? Okay. This is the page. Okay, let me show it to you. This is the page that we are going to be reading today. And we will read about these three persons that I just mentioned. Okay? But let's see for more information about them. Okay? Okay, let's start. Are you ready? Excellent. Let's continue. Okay, excellent. What is the title, kids? The title is Culture. Okay, we have some questions here. Okay, you have to scan the article. If you have time, scan the article. Not read it like slowly, like scan it. Okay? And let's answer some questions. But we are going to answer the questions later on. Okay? What crime did each of these men commit and what punishment did each of them get? Okay, we are going to read the text and then we will talk about it. Okay, let's go with this. What is the title or subtitle? Famous criminals. And you have a fingerprint. Okay, what do these three men have in common? What do they have in common? When we finish reading, we can say, what do they have in common? Maybe you can say that they have in common that all of them have a lot of money, maybe, okay? All are or were incredibly rich at some point in their lives. However, there is little to admire in their apparent success. They all got their money in deeply dishonest ways. Of course, they maybe had one day they had a lot of money. Maybe, yes, they had a lot of money, but it was dishonest because they steal the money. And stealing money is not good. It's not one of our values. And remember, when you take money that is not for you, you waste the money like this because you don't appreciate it, okay? Well, let's continue reading. We are going to talk first about Dennis Kozlowski, okay? The picture that I show you, the first picture. One of the most common ways of stealing money these days, is to steal it from your company. It is called embezzlement. And Dennis Kozlowski was very good at it. Kozlowski was a senior manager at the US company Tico a few years ago. Ironically, one of the company's most recognized brands at AGT Home Security. Kozlowski and another top executive decided to help themselves to the company's money. Okay, to help themselves to the company money. It was a lot of money, and Kozlowski wasn't afraid to spend it. Of course, it's very easy when you take money that is not for you, and you can spend it very, very easy. You can buy a lot of things, expensive things, and waste your money in many, many things, and then you don't have money anymore. Okay, let's continue with the reading. He bought a house for 19 million and an apartment in New York for 18 million. Imagine that apartment. How can you imagine this apartment will be? Maybe you will think that the apartment has a pool or I don't know, it can a jacuzzi, many cars on it, and the parking. And how can you spend like 18 or 19 millions in a house? Well, It's true. He even, look at this, he even spent 2 million on a private concert by the singer Jimmy Buffett. Altogether, he managed to steal 600 million before someone noticed. Nobody noticed, and he took 600 million. He was very, very smart. He's now in prison and has a lot of time to think about his success. Of course, he's, as they say, he's in prison, and now in prison he has a lot of time, and he can think about why did I do this kind of thing, did I steal the money, or he has a lot of time to think about this. Let's go with the second person, Ronald Biggs. Remember Ronald Biggs? It was the person who robbed a train in 1963. Okay, let's read about him. Ronald Biggs was involved in a great train robbery of 1963. Early one morning, a gang of men stopped a train in the British countryside. Gang of men is like a group of persons who steal things from people. Okay, gang of men. They hit the train driver over the head and drove the train towards a bridge. A truck was waiting underneath, and they dropped 120 mail bags of money from the train into it. They drove to a farm nearby and split up the money. Biggs got 147,000, which was a fortune at the time. When the police later found the farm, Biggs' fingerprints were all over the place. Remember the fingerprints? Okay, all the place was full with his fingerprints. He was caught and sent to prison, but escaped after 15 months. He was lucky he escaped. Look at this. Biggs avoided British justice for almost 40 years, living in Australia and then in Brazil. He returned to the UK in 2001 because of bad health and died in 2013. Okay, he was very lucky because he was a lot of years, 40 or something like that, and free, and then he died in 2013. Okay, let's go with the last person, the last criminal. American Albert Gonzalez, also called the Hacker, worked in the US Secret Service in the early 2000s, trying to catch cyber criminals. But look at this. But he didn't stay on that side of the law for long. He soon formed his own gang of hackers. They planned to make millions, and they did. Okay, he was first with the law, and it was very easy for him to change and go for the other side. The gang hacked into the computer networks of huge retail stores. They managed to steal the details of 140 million credit cards and sell them to criminal organizations in other countries. They were successful for some time, but an international police operation finally tracked them down. Gonzalez was sentenced to 20 years in prison, but his victims had lost millions of dollars. Okay, as I said, it's very easy to steal money and it's very easy to spend it, but when you work, it's not very easy to have a lot of money that isn't. Okay, now I want you to answer some questions, okay? In your English notebook, you are going to answer these questions. Question number 1. What crime did each of these men commit? Remember that we were talking about three different persons, okay? About Dennis Kozlowski, Ronald Biggs, and Albert Gonzalez, also called the Hacker. Okay, what crime crimes did each of these persons commit? Yes? Write down a question in your English notebook, and later on you are going to answer it. And then I only have another question. Only 2 questions. It's very, very easy, okay? What punishment did each of these them get? Did they go to jail, or were they like, remember one of them was not in jail for many years? What about it? Okay, what punishment did each of these of them get? Okay, do you think that this is fair that some persons steal money as like this, very, very easy, and they spend their money and things like that? Okay, I don't think so. But okay, I want you to before we finish the class, I want to remind you that we continue to working with the 7 pillars of 7 hills. What pillar was this lesson about? It's about universal values. In 7 hills, we care about universal values. Well, we care a lot about a lot of things, but one of the 7 pillars is universal values. Okay, with this, I have finished my English class for today. I hope that you really enjoy it. I am doing my best. I am trying to do my best, that you don't get bored and you like the class. And I hope that you like it, and see you next class. Rest for the rest of the day, or well, finish your activity, your questions, and then you can go and rest or play or do something to share with your family. Okay, thank you very much, and see you next class. Thanks.